Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to the another video. And over here is the device on which I am running iOS 26.2.1 from last 3 days. In this video, I'm gonna share how these 3 days went. I will be talking about the battery life. I will be talking about the performance, and in the end of this video, I will be sharing some tips and tricks through which you will be able to improve the battery life of your device. Now, before starting the video, I saw many people talking about that they are not having a good battery life. Even I personally got some comments saying that I was saying to update the on iOS 26.2.1, but iOS 26.2.1 is not a good update. People are not having good time with that. So I thought let's make another 3-day review video, share my stats, and also share some settings through which you guys can also improve the battery life of your device. Also, I did a real world test video. I haven't uploaded yet, but I will upload that video very soon, maybe today or tomorrow. That video will live on my other channel. Now, without any further delay, let's get dive into this video. Let's begin with the battery life. So I will get into the settings. Sorry, just not the settings. Let the battery stats load, and I am over here. Now I'm using iOS 26.2.1 from last 3 days, because this was the first day when I used this update. As you can see, I use update bit more than 100%. I use around 106%, and against that I got 8 hours of screen on time. Now for this I was quite active on Netflix. Then I also use YouTube, Threads. I also shooted some videos. As you can see, 17-minute on Black Magic Cam. I always shoot it 4K. Then I use other applications like local send. I use this app to send data from my iPhone to Windows PC, and Instagram, TikTok. Even I also ran the Geekbench test. Now this is a decent screen on time. Now the very next day I didn't use my phone much. I was testing iPhone 10s, as there was an update of 88.4, so I was not able to use my device, as you can see. So didn't use my device at all. But today again I use my device again, and I use around 75%, and for the 75% I got 7 hour and 12-minute screen on time. And for that 75%, 7 hours of screen on time is actually really great. During this time I was way more active on YouTube. As you can see, I use YouTube for more than 2 hours. Then I was active also on Instagram, TikTok, ran a Geekbench test again, and some other applications, as you can see. But this is a much better screen on time against the first day. I always say that I was always take couple of days to get stable. So it seems it get better after 2 days, and it got better really good. Now, if you're not having a good battery life, watch this video until the end. I will be sharing some tips. But over here, as you can see, I got a really good screen on time. Now I want to talk about the performance. Now, talking about the performance, I haven't faced any sort of issue in a regular use. Device seems really smooth. Everything is decently working, perfectly working. I haven't faced any sort of issues. I ran Geekbench score multiple times, and I want to share both of the scores. First, I got 1771 on a single core and 3887 on a multi-core. As you can see, I am running 26.2.1. The both scores are decently higher than the average one, but they are not the best scores. So after using it for a while, now this was the score I ran right after updating to 26.2.1 almost 3 days ago. So I ran the test again today, and this time I got much better score, especially in terms of multi-core score. I got 1781 on a single core, 4234 on a multi-core. Both scores are higher than the average one, and the multi-core score is way improved now, which is a really good sign of a good performance. I actually also ran the GPU medal score, and if I get over here, the first time I got 14017, which was a really good score. As you can see, it was running 26.2.1, and it is higher than the average one. It actually way higher than the average one, which is a really good sign. I ran the test again today, and I got a slightly better score than the previous one, and again way higher than the actual average one, which is a really good sign. Overall CPU scores and overall GPU scores are higher than the averages, which is a good sign of overall performance. Now, if I talk about how the performance is overall going on, this is really good. So far, battery life is amazing. So far, performance is also really good. Now, since many people are facing issues, I want to share some tips and tricks through which you can also improve the battery life of your device. So just follow all these tips. Now get into settings over here. Now while into the battery, get into the battery health and turn on the optimize battery charging. If you don't have the optimized battery charging, maybe you have a charge limit over here like that is on my other device. Let me show you how that looks like. So I'm going into my other device to show you the charge limit. Okay, sorry for that. I forget where it is. Here it is. Okay, here it is. If you have this option, keep it on 85 or keep it on 80. 80 is the best option available. I prefer 85, but I can also go to 80 these from now onwards. But yeah, 80 is the best option available. That is your choice. Or if you don't have this option, go and turn on optimize battery charging. It helps a lot to optimize the overall performance of your battery life. Now there are few settings that are turned on by default and they are consuming battery life in the background and you need to turn them off. Get into the privacy and security, go all the way down, you will see tons of settings over here. Get into the analytics and improvement and turn every other setting off as you can see. Go back from here, go to Apple advertising, turn it off, go back from here, get into the go all the way on the top, get into the tracking, turn it off, go into the location services, go into the system services. Sorry for that. Go all the way down over here. You will see different options over here under the product improvement. By default, these settings are on. So make sure to turn them off. Go back from here. Go back from here. Stay in the privacy and security. Go all the way down into the journaling suggestions. And over here, turn every other setting off. Go back from here. Go upwards into the motion and twisters. Turn this off if you don't care about your how many steps you're walking and you may be using a third party wearable smartwatch or anything. Just turn it off. Go back from here. Go back from here. Get into the journal. From here, go and find airdrop. While in the airdrop, um use it on contacts only. By default it is over here, but choose contacts only or receiving off is also a good option, but contacts only can do a work too. And by doing all these settings, you will be able to get a slightly or maybe a much better battery life, because in my case I got a really good and a much improved battery life and a much improved performance. So that's all from this video and I'm going to conclude this video. So far in this video I talk about the battery life. I share how the battery life is going on and it is going on really good. I also share the Geekbench score that are way higher than the averages and giving a really good performance. And in the end of this video, I share some tips and tricks so which you can also improve the battery life of your device. Well, that's all from this short and simple video. If you like this, let me know in the comment section below. And I hope to catch you guys in my next video. Until that, take care. Peace out.